In a quiet town surrounded by narrow streets and old houses, there lived an elderly woman named Miriam. Her small home stood at the end of the road, filled with faded photographs, worn furniture, and memories of a life devoted entirely to her family. Years earlier, the house had once been full of laughter. Her son, Adam, used to run through the hallways as a child, while Miriam worked tirelessly to give him a better future. She spent countless nights sewing clothes by candlelight, saving every small coin she could, so her son could attend school and live a comfortable life someday. Even during difficult times, she never complained. When there was little food, Miriam always made sure Adam ate first. When winter arrived, she wrapped him in the warmest blankets while she endured the cold herself. To her, his happiness was worth every sacrifice. As the years passed, Adam grew older and eventually moved to the city after finding business success. His life became filled with meetings, expensive restaurants, and wealthy friends. At first, he visited his mother often. Then the visits became less frequent. Soon, weeks passed without a single phone call. Miriam never blamed him. Whenever neighbors asked why her son rarely came home, she simply smiled gently and said, "He is busy building his future." But deep inside, loneliness slowly began to consume her. Every evening, she sat beside the window, waiting for footsteps that never came. She carefully prepared meals for visits that were constantly postponed. Sometimes, she spent hours holding old photographs while remembering the little boy who once promised he would never leave her alone. One cold autumn evening, Miriam became seriously ill. Her weak hands trembled as she tried calling Adam, but he was too busy attending an important business event in the city. Days passed without an answer. Meanwhile, the old woman remained alone in her silent house. A concerned neighbor eventually contacted Adam and told him about his mother's condition. For the first time in years, fear struck his heart. He immediately left the city and drove through the night toward his childhood home. Rain poured heavily as memories flooded his mind. His mother carrying him when he was sick, comforting him during nightmares, sacrificing everything so he could succeed. Guilt tightened around his chest with every mile. When Adam finally arrived, the house was dark and quiet. He rushed inside and found his mother lying peacefully in bed, weaker than he had ever seen her. Her eyes slowly opened when she heard him enter. Despite her pain, she smiled warmly. "You came," she whispered. Adam fell beside her bed with tears streaming down his face. "I'm sorry," he cried. "I was too busy chasing everything else that I forgot the person who gave me everything." Miriam gently placed her fragile hand on his face. "A mother's love never disappears," she said quietly, "even when she is forgotten." Those words shattered him completely. Adam realized that while he had spent years chasing wealth and success, the person who loved him most had been sitting alone, waiting only for his presence. From that day forward, Adam completely changed his life. He spent his time caring for his mother, staying beside her through her remaining days, and giving her the love she had always given him. And after she was gone, he carried her memory with him forever. The old house no longer felt empty. It became a reminder that the people who sacrifice the most for us are often the ones we take for granted until it is almost too late. Never neglect the people who raised you. Parents sacrifice quietly out of love, and time spent with them is more valuable than wealth or success.